Wait. Before you skip this video, give me just 60 seconds. If you've been telling yourself for a while now, I'll start tomorrow, I'm busy this week, I'll get serious next month. This video is for you, because I'm about to tell you something most people won't tell you straight. Not exercising isn't just laziness. It's a slow, silent process that quietly hollows out your body, your mind, your energy, your confidence, piece by piece. And by the time you actually feel it, a lot has already happened. The point of this video is to show you a truth you already know but keep ignoring, and then to show you a path that actually works. Over the next 50 minutes, I'm going to share what really happens inside your body when you stop moving completely. A real story that might sound a lot like your own, and, most importantly, how to break this cycle even if you don't have time, motivation, or energy. Let's get into it. Let me tell you a story. Picture someone, let's call him Bilal. In college, Bilal was active. He played cricket, went cycling with friends. Weight was never an issue. Then he started a desk job. 9 to 6, an hour stuck in traffic, and then coming home too tired to do anything but sleep. In the first month, he told himself, "I'm just a bit tired, it'll pass." By the second month, his shirt started feeling tight. By the third, he'd get out of breath climbing stairs. 6 months in, he looked in the mirror and barely recognized himself. But here's the thing, the real story doesn't end there. It wasn't just about tight shirts. Something was shifting inside him too. His sleep got worse. Even though he was exhausted, he couldn't fall asleep properly at night. He became irritable, snapping over small things. His focus at work started slipping. And most importantly, his confidence dropped. He started feeling embarrassed around himself. This isn't just Bilal's story. It's the story of millions of people, and it might in some way be your story too. The question here isn't, are you lazy or not? The question is, do you actually know what's happening inside you when you stop moving? Because once you know, motivation starts showing up on its own. Let me walk you through the science, in plain, simple terms, no lecture. The very first thing that happens, and the thing that's hardest to notice, is muscle loss. Your body is an incredibly smart machine. It doesn't waste resources. If you're not using your muscles, your body decides they're not needed, and it starts breaking them down. This is called sarcopenia. This process can begin as early as your 30s, and if you're completely sedentary, you lose a portion of your muscle mass every single year. It's slow, so you don't notice. Until one day you pick up something heavy and your back hurts, or your legs give out just from climbing stairs. Now think about what that actually means in real life. Carrying groceries becomes hard. Picking up your kid and carrying them around becomes hard. Even breaking into a sudden run becomes hard. This isn't just about having a gym body. It's about your independence. And here's the good news. Muscles are incredibly forgiving. Just 2 to 3 times a week of body weight resistance, squats, push-ups, or lifting something heavy can stop muscle loss, whether you're 25 or 55. Ever wonder why the food you used to eat without worry now makes you gain weight? It's not magic. It's your metabolism story. When you stop moving, muscle mass drops. And muscle is exactly what burns calories even at rest. Less muscle means fewer calories burned no matter what you do all day. Which means the same food that used to be normal now gets stored as excess fat, especially around your belly. And that fat isn't just about how you look. The fat that builds up inside your abdomen, called visceral fat, wraps around your organs and drives inflammation. That very inflammation is what eventually paves the way for diabetes, heart disease, and other conditions. Here's something important. Diet alone can't break this cycle. No matter how little you eat, if your body isn't moving, your metabolism stays slow. Exercise, especially strength training, is what restarts that engine. Think of your body like a car. Leave it parked for months, the engine rusts. Drive it for a bit, and it runs smooth again. Now let's talk about the organ that suffers most silently. Your heart. When we're active, the heart is strong, pumps blood efficiently, blood pressure stays normal. When we go sedentary, the heart has to work harder even for less. Blood pressure slowly starts climbing. Cholesterol levels start going bad. And all of this without a single symptom. That's the most dangerous part. Heart disease develops quietly. Studies show that people who live a completely sedentary lifestyle carry a heart disease risk that's just as high as a regular smoker's. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm giving you a wake-up call because this is reversible. Just 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking a day, enough to get you slightly out of breath, can dramatically improve heart health. You don't need to run a marathon. You just need to give your heart a little work every day to keep it strong. Here's something else people forget. Bones also follow the use it or lose it rule. When you move, especially with weight-bearing activity like walking or strength training, your bones get stronger. When you're sedentary, bone density starts dropping. That's osteoporosis. People used to think this was only an older person's problem, but now it's showing up in younger people too. Alongside that, joints get stiff, waking up with a stiff back, cracking sounds in your knees. These are all signs of the same thing. The solution here is simple too. A little daily movement, stretching, walking, or light mobility work keeps joints lubricated and maintains bone density. Now let me tell you about the part I think matters most, but that people ignore the most. The effect on your mind. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, the chemicals that naturally make you feel good. Alongside that, exercise releases something called BDNF. It acts like fertilizer for your brain, helping build new brain cells, improving memory and focus. When you do zero exercise, all of that goes missing. And what's the result? Anxiety increases, mood stays low for no clear reason, focus at work drops, and there's this constant brain fog, like your mind is hazy. A lot of people mistake this feeling for stress or a busy lifestyle and ignore it. But I want to be clear with you. Physical inactivity and mental health are directly connected. And here's the best part. This is also the part that improves the fastest. Just one 20-minute walk and people already notice a shift in mood. You don't need an hour at the gym every day. Just consistent, small movement, and your brain starts doing its job again. Here's an interesting paradox most people don't get. The less you move, the more exhausted you feel. Sounds strange, right? You think, I'm already tired, exercising will just tire me out more. But reality works the opposite way. When your body doesn't get any physical challenge during the day, sleep gets disrupted too. Sleep becomes lighter, you wake up repeatedly, and even after waking up, you still feel tired. And this creates a vicious cycle. Less movement, worse sleep, more exhaustion, even less movement. The easiest way to break this cycle is to genuinely tire your body out physically during the day. A brisk walk, light jogging, or even some stretching at home, all of it improves sleep quality. Let's zoom out for a moment and look at the bigger picture. Multiple large-scale studies, following millions of people over years, show that a completely sedentary lifestyle significantly increases the risk of premature death. That might sound heavy, but I don't want to give it to you as a negative message. I want it to be a wake-up call. Because the same research consistently finds one more thing. No matter how late you start, no matter your age, starting to move always helps. It's never too late. Starting at 40 helps, starting at 50, 60, even 70 helps. Your body always responds. It just needs the chance. Let's go back to Bilal's story. 6 months in, when he looked in the mirror and didn't recognize himself, he decided to do something different. But he didn't join a gym, didn't start some extreme diet. He did one small thing, a 15-minute walk every morning. The first week felt hard. The second week, a bit easier. By the third week, he noticed his sleep was improving. By the fourth week, he bumped it up to 25 minutes and added 2 days a week of light bodyweight exercises. 2 months later, he noticed a real difference in his energy. 3 months later, his shirt started fitting properly again. But the biggest change he felt was in his mood, his confidence, and the feeling that he was in control of his life again. Bilal's transformation wasn't extraordinary. He didn't become a bodybuilder, but he gave himself back control over his own body, and that's really the whole point. I tell this story because it could be anyone's story. It could become your story. if you start today. Now let me give you a clear, simple roadmap. In weeks 1 and 2, just start moving, a 10 to 15-minute walk every day. That's it. No gym, no equipment. In weeks 3 and 4, add a little resistance, 2 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes of bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, and light stretching. From month 2 onward, focus on consistency, build the walk up to 20 to 30 minutes, and take strength training to 3 days a week. And here's a golden rule I always want you to remember. A workout you actually do beats a perfect workout you never get around to. If you only have 5 minutes on a given day, those 5 minutes still beat 0. Don't wait for motivation, take small action, and motivation will follow on its own. And if you're thinking, I don't have time, remember this is just 20 to 30 minutes, time you're probably already spending on TV or scrolling your phone. It's not a question of time, it's a question of priority. In this video, I've shared a lot with you. Muscles, metabolism, the heart, bones, the brain, sleep, all of it. But if there's just one thing you take away from this, let it be this. Your body listens to what you tell it every single day. If you keep telling it, we're not going to move, it gets weaker. If you tell it, we're going to move a little every day, it gets stronger. That choice is in front of you every day, every morning. And the good news is, it's never too late for that choice to pay off. No matter how much time you've spent sedentary, your body is ready to respond. You just have to start today. So here's the small promise I want from you. Today, right after this video ends, go for just a 10-minute walk. That's all. Don't think about tomorrow, don't think about next week, just today. If this video helped you, share it with a friend who needs this message today. And if you'd like me to guide you step by step through this journey, make sure you follow. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video.